Ki is nyomom. Nem nézheted. Nem. Hadsz, donation-t, akkor talán lesz stream.
Slab of Reminiscence activated.
Ez is a... The more things change. Megvárom, hogy lássad. Dragonstone. De kéne ezt csinálni.
Let's get cooking. Here you go.
I'd love to cook for you. Hope this was worth the wait.
Let's do this. Thanks for waiting.
I got this in the bag. I'm one heck of a chef, huh?
Dino style. Really boss. Látod? Látod? Aha.
Igen.
Slab of Reminiscence activated.
Kezdem akkor a streamet.
Végén hány sztori volt különböző.
Ma megnézzük, igen. Finally made it. A minigame sztorikkal együtt most vagyunk 26-nál. I'm the military police. Aren't you? You've always got something wild going on, don't you? Hey now, I got permission this time. Red-haired young man, mintha nem tudnánk, hogy ki ő. I'm late as all hell though. Hope they're not mad. Early March, 12. szeptember kalendár. Lucy's Island. Ő a hercegnő a izénél. Claudia von Aus lesz. Király. Oh! Sorry for the wait, ladies. Wait is putting it mildly. Lucy was just saying you might have stood us up. De meglepő. Fú! Micsoda leplezés. Major Arundel. Come on! Can't the guy get a little love for how hard he worked to make time for this? I got attacked by foreign spies on the way here and everything. Odds of that happening with our current international climate are zero. You need to put some work into your tall tales. And if you're ever so much as 1 minute late when meeting us again, we'll wish you weren't. Now sit down. You're so funny, Lucy. I can't get a little leeway with our first time meeting outside of work in 3 years. How you doing, Zeke? Being a good guard? Perfect guard, in fact. He's been vigilant since I came to Erebonia for the wedding. And today is my last day here, so I really am glad we could all find the time to get together. I wish it could have been earlier, but I've been swamped with work ever since the war's end. It did allow me to come back for business in the Remiferian embassy at least, so it worked out in the end. You've mainly been checking up on the Remiferians who returned to the Empire after the war, yeah? That plus a few other Fingamajigs. Ez egy tipikus japán angol szó egyébként. Fingamajigs. And some follow-up with the Zealand Company.
Rákeresem a szótárban, nem is nem is, hogy a Google megtudja.
De létezik.
De ilyen szofisztikált ilyen angol értelmező szótárban ott vannak szavak. Nem is hogy hol találják.
Ez az amerikaiak biztos nem használják, de...
Olyan szavakat találnak, amiket nem tudnak valami nagy nyelvet.
Nem tudom, ez a ilyen szakfordítók is ismerek esetleg.
Próbálok rosszul is, aktuális kifejezésen, hogy keresel rá ilyen szavakat.
Nem tudom. Nem tudom, szép irodalmat kell olvasni, vagy nem tudom, vagy valami.
Nem is sima szó, hanem egy ilyen konkrét kifejezés, egy helyzet, egy specifikus érzelem, hogy valami hasonló. A csószok volt ilyen.
De megint ez a Fingamajigs. That is all correct. And all confidential. Then I ask how you came to know my itinerary. Haha, there you don't. But I can slip out a few secret updates I'm privy to. From what I hear, the extra mirror and finer details of the reparations we are paying out to other countries have been finalized. It's not much more than a modified version of the second proposal. You should get the official notif next month. Well, alright, I can save my long overdue spec for next time. Thanks, Lecter. I'll let my grandmother know. Speaking of updates, Jill and Hans asked me to deliver messages to you both. To Lecter, Jill mostly said, "Clock's ticking, hurry up and apologize!" To Lucy, Hans mostly said, "Let's all hang out soon, we miss you." What? You still remember sweet innocent me? Please. Tell him I'm too busy kissing government ass to kiss theirs too. I think a Yenny's get-together would be fun personally. The timing might work since I heard Leo's back in Liber. He also said something about coming here for a conference. Here? I haven't been keeping an eye on him since he made it into the top school in Le Mans. You better not be trying to ambush me. Talking like this is bringing back a whole flood of memories. Same for me. It's like we're right back in the student council room. I'm so glad you came back to us. So am I. I would be happy enough that you came through the other side of the war safe and sound. But it also seemed to leave that shadow that's been weighing you down. Now you can finally smile from the heart again. I think some would be quick to point out that I don't deserve that with how I don't know how to start the damn thing. Well, you won't be among them. To us, you're a dear friend from our academy days. If you're one of them though, then better late than never to do all the good you can so you can put the rest of us at ease. Listen to you, I screwed up big thinking Janice was a good spot to go undercover. Much fun as I had there at the time. Oops, looks like it's me. Arunda speaking. Again. Got it, I'll be right there. What's wrong? Sorry, something's cropped up. I'll be back as soon as I can, but you two can just keep going without me. Here I thought I was swamped. I've heard there's been no shortage of fires to put out in the intelligence division since the Chancellor's passing. But... yeah, I don't like that fake smile he put on. The more things change, daydream. That same morning, a főváros. In the mushrooms, in a meeting room. The Imperial Diet is going to be more of a problem than military HQ. All of a sudden, they are happy to flaunt their authority again like the Inspectorate. Makes about the last thing we need. Now that the military has been downside, intelligence is what's going to keep the Empire safe. How can they not get that? Well, we've bought ourselves half a year to finish this so-called restructuring. We need to make something of it, even if it's just for show. If I might be permitted to speak, a detailed proposal on how a restructured intelligence division could look has already been submitted. Our division as it stands was based on the old army. Change has been long overdue. There's no better time to bring it up to modern standards than now, I say. Poof! We've already rejected that proposal of yours. Your ideas may sound pretty on paper, but the flexibility you're looking for is no more than childish idealism. Our division has more important things to focus on. Stop being a dreamer and think like the officer you are supposed to be. I think we wasted enough time discussing the topic of restructuring for one day. As long as the Empire needs us, we need not worry about this division's future. The rest will work itself out. Our concern is more that the general state of affairs both at home and abroad has crumpled since the war. Brace yourselves. By our, I do not include you. It must be nice to idle away the time while the rest of us are up to our next in work. May as well not even have a seat at this damn table. I do hope you are at least aware of who is responsible for the perilous situation we found ourselves in. I'd like the chance to restore my name as much as anyone else, sir. With how much I ordered everyone around in the past, however, I think it's for the best if I keep my head down for a while. Complete respect to Class Clown. Oh, how you've fallen. It's hard taking responsibility for screwing everything up, huh? Don't worry, you still have plenty of time to suck up to your new superiors. You sure you're not gonna be handed the pink slip by the time I gotta suck up to you? You wash your mouth! Just get out of here. It's impossible to get anything done with you in the way. As you wish, sir. Damn boy causes nothing but trouble whether he's here or isn't. Have you anything else to add, Hubert? I do. Prince Oliver's honeymoon is still due to proceed as scheduled. There you are. The meeting's over. Hey Hubert, another hard day at the office, huh? Sorry you're having to deal with all the crap I used to on top of your own now. I wouldn't have to if you didn't try stirring up trouble whenever you are in the room. Whatever, I know I'm wasting my breath here. I managed to get the foreign intelligence budget passed at least. Just a stopgap until the new ID is established, but we could use every mirror we can with the way the CID is sniffing around. Hats off to you, Mr. Chief of Foreign Intel. Because where would we be without promising youngsters like you? Your wisecracks are why they kick you out, you know. And you don't care if they treat you like trash and resist with every fool, of course. But still, keep doing what you have to do here to get things done. I'm trying, but they aren't making it easy. I swear I'm gonna be old and grey by the time we pass a proper restructuring plan. If they keep acting like they were today, oh sure. 15 years isn't a long time for the ID to be established, but it's plenty of time for them to get set in their ways. Yeah, any longer and the cracks in the foundation will start to crumble till there's nothing left. I think it's about time we went out with the old and in with the new, if you catch my drift. Say that kind of thing out loud while we're in the building. Well, we both know I'm better at talking up the higher ups here than you are, so if you plan on starting something, let me in on it. We've been together since we were junior agents. I can make this work. Can beat someone having your back. I'm counting on you, Hubert. Hello, sir. I don't like that. Sir? Go to crossbar and assess the situation before the signing ceremony. Even you can do something this simple, I hope. You respect why? I thought we had an entire unit deployed for that very task. I don't want to see you set foot back in this office for at least a week. He's not even trying to hide that he's giving me pointless work to keep me out of his hair. Don't you want to keep your head down? Nothing to gain by causing a scene right now. Just do what he says and no slacking off because it's pointless either. Weird. Yes, I hear. I don't need you getting on my case too. Man, that's so unfair. Why you're getting all the blame? Comes with being the easiest Iron Blood to target, I guess. So you're really up for sticking around the intelligence division? Yep, I think it's fun. Besides, I think it would be smarter to stay. Being on the inside will let me help Reed, Ulysses, and all our other friends too, right? Yeah, good call. Let's try not to leak classified information left and right. Look who's talking! Fair. So that leaves just you now, huh? You disbanded your unit the morning of the war, right? Ryan mentioned being real confused why everybody had their assignments changed out of nowhere. Lecter, you didn't? I didn't know how things were gonna end. Just figured that however the Great Twilight panned out, it was good for my guys to have options, that's all. Okay. I can't see everything. I sure as hell didn't see you coming back. I kicked Altin out while I could. She's starting to find her own way in life, and I don't want our mess getting in the way of that. And let her keep access to our secure line if it helps you feel better. You did? Hehe, thanks. The next stop is Trista. Trista. When disembarking, please ensure no belongings are left behind. That's my stop. Surprised you can just call them if you need to do is reach out to us. I've been out of service for a while. Gotta make it formal, you know. I haven't seen any of the instructors in ages. I'm gonna say hi. Nothing wrong with that. Well, since you're going anyway, you think you could deliver this for me? Hector handed Millium a single letter. Just give it to one of the instructors and ask them to read it out loud. Anyone will work. Okay, I guess. See you later, and take it easy. Lemon squeezy. Things sure have changed. But I think it's all for the best. It's easy enough to see that history won't be kind to Gilead Osborne. With blood and iron, he expanded his empire's reach through enough schemes and invasions to drag the continent into the depths of war. He might go down as one of the most evil men who ever lived. If lives weren't lost in his wake, they were derailed beyond repair. Some might say that my life was one of them. Not that I care much. He had a clear goal he wanted to achieve and the will to see it through. That meant something to me. He never verbalized what that goal was, mind. I'm sure Claire and Rufus weren't aware either. But since the moment we met that fateful spring 15 years ago, I could sense the true nature behind his ambitions. I imagine he could see how similar I was to him. That we had a gift for seeing the big picture and the path to reach the ends to our means. The path. But while all I wanted to do was give up and fade away, he was set on using every tool at his disposal for the sake of his goal. Seeing the way he worked may have been an even bigger shock than my dad's letter. Maybe I was captivated by how he could do what I couldn't. And maybe history will see him as immoral, but I won't. He wasn't. He was a man who loved his country and its people. He wanted to save them, even if it meant taking on the role of the villain. No doubt he deemed his ruthlessness a must to realize his vision, but I also think there was more to it than that. Throwing his whole being into a singular goal was all he could do to keep his fragile sense of self from collapsing. To move forward, never thinking of when the last string holding his psyche together would snap. But it was what... Igen, ez a... Egyszer megrajzolták, és akkor...
Minden részben egyszer levettük visszaemlékezős kép.
Lehet, hogy egy picit más szögben állt, de igen.
Egy év múlva mi is elkezdtünk rajzolni. Valószínűleg hátulóban a félfi most is került meg a rajzot.
Ha tudok értelmes hajat rajzolni, akkor az már egy siker, igen. It was whatever it took. If it took everything he had to give to make his one dream come to light, then that was a price worth paying. That was how he chose to live.
So when I chose to become an Ironblood, I made a promise to myself. I swore that if he ever strayed from his path or reached his breaking point, I would stop him by taking his life. That became my goal. It gave me a reason to remain in this world, even when I'd been unable to stop my dad. Of course, the one who settled things for the old man ended up being Schwarzer, his real son. There's no shortage of fires that need putting out right now. One wrong move, and the continent is liable to fall apart. Atoning for putting it in the position it's in through rebuilding the Empire is a good, honest goal. It's something worth doing. But at the same time,
it's still too early for you to lose hope. Come with me and discover what your purpose in this world may be.
I think I've lost my purpose in life all over again, old man.
The next stop is Kaldik. Kaldik. And disembarking, please ensure no belongings are left behind. Huh? Must have dozed off. Need to stop letting my guard down so much lately. So, you coming for me or not? Your odds are way better if you do it before we reach the next station, you know. Okay, I didn't count on there being this many pros. Of course we're pros. We're the division's elites. Well, I'll be damned. Did he have a good nap like that? So it was your unit, huh? So be a dumb question, but I'd feel weird if I didn't ask. What are you trying to do here, Hubert? I don't like this any more than you do, trust me. But I need you dead, and this was the most surefire way to get it done. You've gotten out of so many situations that would kill the man 10 times over in the past, even live combat. Your intuition is something else to have helped you survive this long. That's why we prepared something even you won't be able to sneak your way out of. Don't tell me. I'm sure that you hell of a bad hand, huh? You might have won big when you earned the Chancellor's favor, but now you're hanging on to your job by the skin of your teeth. It almost hurts to watch your peer rise and fall the way you did. But don't worry, I'll make good use of you if no one else will. All those years spent together and this is what it comes to, huh? But sure doesn't sound like this came from the boss, so who out there wants my head gift-wrapped with a pretty bow? Would it be the CID? Son of a bitch. Foreign intelligence is your bag, so I'm no expert, but I don't need to see how they've been shaking things up. Volva's new president is heading it now, no? Can't say I blame you kissing a crumbling agency goodbye when the renovations the other side's already got done are so pretty. Agent, if we don't. Oh, how I hate people who are too smart for their own good. This is the last time you get to put that brain of yours to use, so I let you have it. Goodbye, Lecter. Have fun in Gehenna. What? Possible? How good none of them? No. She was just pretending to get on factory stuff? I could kiss you, White Rabbit. You got the timing down pat. I don't want your kisses. That letter wasn't even for the Academy. That letter wasn't even for the Academy. You can't just hand in your notice like that out of the blue. Damn it, Lecter! Have yourself a seat, Hubert. Keep the gun out if you want. I just want to have a little chat. Heh, I'm not falling for that. I'll admit the odds aren't in our favor right now. But I'm not getting off this train until they are. Where in what I said did you hear I'd be setting you up for failure? If you want a housewarming gift for your new home, my hair's not the only option you got. You could always tell them about the new intelligence division set up in secret 3 months ago. See, I can spare little career advice for an old friend. Wait, what? 3 months ago? These guys are real pros. Too much for this plan. I'm not so stupid as to not realize when I've been beat. What do you plan to do with me? I wouldn't even do anything. What? If you don't mind doing me a favor, of course. It would help me out big time if you stuck to your plan to go to the CID. You're kidding me. You want me to be a triple agent? It's the CID we're talking about. There's no way they won't sniff me out. Yeah, well, not sure they'll think much better of you as a double agent. But you're right that they're not gonna fall for a half-ass betrayal. We both know what they're gonna see if they catch wind of what happened here. He must have got out of there by cutting a deal with Arundel. So, whose lawn looks greener now? I'll let you make the call. Wait! How long have you known? Since the start, Hubert. I knew since we were juniors that you'd keep trying to follow in my footsteps and aim for the top. As much as I knew you'd never get there, leading to your betrayal. But I had to let it play out. It's what had to be done so I could make my moves without the higher-ups breathing down my neck. You're the same as he was. You're no different from that piece of shit Chancellor! Oh, I know. Think you could take over reins? I think I can handle it. Don't let it get you down too much. We're all in a difficult position here, so why not scratch each other's backs? As for me, I'll do just about anything to ensure my home of Libel never suffers another day of tragedy again. Valvard is well on track to becoming the next dominant force in Zemuria. We can't afford to not keep a good eye on it. So let's work as a team to make the goal of the new intelligence division come true. Let's bring stability to Western Zemuria. Mondsz, igen. Mert is ő is például akkor most át akart állni a Valvardi Intelligence Divisionhoz. Vagy lehet, hogy akkor át is áll, franc se tudja. So yeah, all went as planned. The guys tied to the CID are now under control. Good work. This turned out to be quite the operation. Wasn't gonna be any other way. Now we can use talk of the new ID to get internal and external affairs in order. I leave deciding how that goes to you. Just don't forget to keep me appraised for the remaining time the old division has left. Sure thing, boss. You're the best. You sure you won't consider sticking around your old post? I'd rather die, had enough of handling headaches like you. The only thing that would keep me on is you leaving. You know you love me. I wouldn't exactly shed a tear if I did leave though. Oof. So what's next on the list? Heading straight to Crossbell? And say that isn't stop bothering me over there too. But I promised I'd head back to the villa this afternoon. It's looking like I'll be a little late again, but at least the airship will cut down the time. Catch you later, Chief. And I know you're busy, but try and take a briefer here and there. You're no spring chicken. "15 years and he hasn't changed a bit." És amit a sztori elején mondod, hogy kémek támadták meg, igaz volt. Present. Igen, és na, és mihez hívták el? Alright, don't let the car with that license plate get away again. Something tells me that there are people in the Garnier district and the harbors too. Better look into people who started working at the Letter and in the Opera House around early September. Hastings never ceased to amaze. I almost feel for our CID friends who thought they could play hardball against you. It's their own fault. They're the ones who came up to bat. Anyway, think you could send them home for me, Klein? Not a problem. Phew, that's the busy work out of the way. Looks like the division's restructuring is gonna work out today. Can't say I'm not concerned about the old man's sympathizers in the army. Though I wonder if I should be more concerned with how I'm doing nothing but work. I even ditched the girls to come here. You're the same as she was. You're no different from that piece of shit chancellor! Come with me and discover what your purpose in this world may be. So much I need to do, but I just can't bring myself to do any of it. I think part of it's because I've lost my reason for living. But that's not everything.
Even if they aren't on the best terms with them, Claire and Rufus still have families. Milliam and Altina have people they can turn to now, too. Everyone's got someone who loves them that they can go back to. But me? Getting close was never really my thing. Every chance I had, I chose to walk away. All that's left of me are the sins I have to atone for. If nothing else, I can at least make it so work's not left a complete mess. Damn it! There I go, thinking about work again. When did I become that kind of guy? Huh? Was that Sieg?
There you are. I've been looking everywhere.
Busted, huh?
Finding you slacking off on a rooftop brings back memories. I'll never forget how much legwork I put in trying to find you at Genus.
Oh, I bet you won't.
I know I won't understand everything that's burdening you right now. I'm sure there are things that, even if you told me, I wouldn't be able to imagine with my upbringing. But I know you're the same person you are now as you were the day we met. When I felt lost and was struggling with my own internal conflicts, you were the one who reached out to me. I've never stopped being thankful for it, Lecter.
You remember all that? I feel bad, but I barely remember anything that happened in school.
Maybe you've forgotten, but we haven't. You were the weirdest student council president ever. A guy who wouldn't know common sense if it hit him in the face.
Igen, hogy ők egy iskolába jártak. Egyetemben voltak. Igen. Jó régi játékok.
Csinálják az első részt, az 3 részes, az első 2 tudom.
De azt is akkor meg kell várni.
A harmadik az olyan, mint a Reverie, egy ilyen extra szár. Az első 2, az a sztori. harmadik meg a extra. Szóval legalább az első kettőt meg kéne várni, de nem szokás.
Még hány év az bazd meg.
De utána milyen király lesz már?
Tény.
There was no end to your shenanigans.
Ez, hogy végig játszol az összeset, a Liberty-től kezdve meg.
De akkor végül mindenki csapolóz folyik. Pedig hívjuk, hogy fújni a történetet már.
Már igen.
És nem csak az izéket, de a kis aprók is találások is értek az NPC-knél mindenki. Ez az leghiányabb része.
Tény.
But you also saved us more than we can count. More than we realized at the time. You're really important to us, Lecter. And you always will be. So, please don't suffer in silence. We want you to be your true self in front of us, even if you can't with anyone else.
I've got people too. Guess I just wasn't thinking straight. That means the world to me, Chloe. Lucy. I feel like as long as I've got you, I'll never have to worry about losing my way.
What?
Are you alright? You're not delirious from fever or anything, are you?
Vagy beteg, ugye?
Vagy beteg, ugye? Köszi, ez jó esik.
Hálás is azért... Igen, az akkor is azt mondják, hogy nem is engedjek ilyen
That
furán.
hurts, you know. Well, whatever. I'd better get going. I've been hanging up here too long as it is. You good on time, Chloe? You've got a flight soon, right?
I do, but it isn't due to take off for a half hour or so. This isn't an official visit, so Julia is coming to escort me back.
She might be waiting at the landing port as we speak. Jill, Hans, and Leo are in Liberal right now. Isn't that right?
They should be. Oh!
Oh dear. I suppose that means work will have to wait.
If we pass up this opportunity now, who knows when we'll get a next time?
Why are you both talking like that?
You're coming with us!
Wait, what? You're not dragging me all the way to Liberl, are you?
Of course we are. We can finally have that reunion we've been itching for after all this time.
You'll never have a day off if we don't kidnap you.
Wait, we can still talk about this.
Nope.
Spare me, please!
Elrángatják egy osztálytalálkozóra. Ennyi. Dolgozol, nem érdekel. Jössz és kész. 2000 mire szörű volt. Ja, ez ennyi volt? Vége. True Sacred Mirror. I dream of you, trófea. Tehát all Daydreams excludes Coda Content DLC episodes. Vannak DLC epizódok, de az alapjátékban az összes Daydreamet megnéztük. Trófeát kaptam rá. Van valami Coda Content per DLC episodes. Hát most van, a trófeában benne van, hogy exclude Coda Content per DLC epizód. Valami van.
Először is jön meg a Ultimate Edition-et tudtak meg. Azon kívül, amik vannak ilyen kis módonok, az Starter Set, Advanced Set, Premium Cosmetic, Advanced Set 2, Standard Cosmetic és SSS Summons Edition. Olyasmi, ami...
Csak ruha. Vagy akkor terveztek valamit, vagy nem tudom, mert...
Dedication a Starter Set meg a Premium Shopnak is van, Ultimate-be pedig a másik Shopján másoknak meg. Ha csak ezeket már rá kell pályán. Summer Splash, Contentit tartalmaz. Szívszútot meg a Daydream, wow! Küldön vágtam, van egy sztoria is, igen. Az SSS Summer Splash Daydream van, és a Premium Cosmetic, meg a Starter Set-ben. A Premium Cosmetic van, akkor csak van, elég Starter Set 40. Nem, bocsánat, 60 szetek azok 15 000 forintosak.
De jó Isten. Így is
Ahol
van.
csak cosmetikek vannak, aki azt veszi, azt szerintem üzenet normális, meg itemek.
Jó, én volt ezt tenni, de...
Kettőbe is igen, vehetsz ilyen Shining Foaming Sands, Droplet, jó materiálokat, Zera Powder, Zera Capsule. Nagyon igazán nagy kedved, mint a gyerekek megcsinálják 15 000.
Ennyi pénzem azért nincsen elszórni.
Egyetlen egy... Igen, egyetlen egy extra sztoriban, vagy nem alapba, egy színolad van, de az nem nincs szerintem.
Nem, jó, oké.
Slab of Reminiscence activated.
Amúgy az a legolcsóbb DLC, by the way. Az SSX Summer Splash Set az 3200. Ilyen különbözőhákat tartalmaz az SSX tagoknak. Ennyi. Meg a Constellation.
Aha.
Kifejezetten hasonlóan
Ja, nincs kedvem azt így megnézni, most is strandolok eleget.
Sporting Stone activated.
Köszönjük szóval. Jó. Akkor azt említi. A trófeába is, gondolom. Ezzel is haladnom kell. Város. Rend. Csodálkoznék, ha ideig lennénk. Jó, oké, ha programunk van, igen, de csak úgy randomra, hogy ilyen sokáig sétafikálunk, akkor azon meglepődöm. The link with the little tapioca balls. In fact, so many of them inside. It's more like a food than a drink. Just look at them all. That's an interesting, huh? Kind of. Small grandmother's taken an interest in them since they're one of the latest fads. I said I was coming here. She said to order some and tell her if it lived up to what all those youngsters were saying. The picture for telling you that. Better not let it get warm before you have a sip, so your report is as accurate as possible. Oh no, and let her down. That said, I'm not just here for her. I'm also here to have fun with you, Reen. When do you say to staying here and talking for a bit? I will say no to that. What's on your mind?
It's been strangely easier to kick back now that I don't have to wear my glasses.
I'd say I'm used to not having them in general now, too. But I can't say I don't miss my old pair. Did you like me better with them? That's fair. Maybe I'll put them back on from time to time to change things up. My work as a wandering witch obviously takes me all over the place. But even after all I've seen, new sights like this still manage to take my breath away. Do you like to travel too, Reen? You like it enough to want to travel together? I'd love that, to be honest. There's so much I'd want to show you if we ever got the chance. My shoulders feel stiff for some reason. It's not like I've been reading that much. I did get in on a few rounds of beach volleyball earlier, but that wouldn't make me sore already, would it? I guess all the work I've been doing has finally started catching up to me. Think you can cure it with a massage? If you can, I'd be happy to take you up on that. I had grandmother help pick out this swimsuit with me, but a white bikini makes me stick out like a sore thumb, doesn't it? So it looks fine? Oh, phew, that's a relief. Even if I just realized you had to get a good look at it to tell me that. Everything is so nice and calm here. It's selfish to say, but I wish we could stay like this forever. We can dream, at least. I'm happy you're indulging me like this, Reen. Thanks. I didn't think adding the tapioca balls would make such a big difference, but it really does. By the way, if you don't mind, would you be okay with taking a picture with our bubble tea to remember today? Grandmother would not stop hounding me about taking a picture that was goals or something like that, so... Sorry for dragging you into this, Reen.
Ezt így lehet nézni.
De ugye az, fenézem a kőjeit.
Nem akarom mindig minden
Do you
lánynak
think this angle
nézegetni.
will work?
Egész több mindegy.
That should do it. Sorry again, Reen. So, if it's not too much to ask, would you also be okay with me putting this photo in my notebook as a keepsake? That way I can look at it and think of you during my travels. Phew, I was hoping you'd be okay with it. Now I can always look at it during my travels and think of my time spent with you.
It's a bit surreal to have a physical memento of time today. At least it turned out great. That it did. Your grandmother will be pleased when she sees it. Thank you so much for indulging us, Reen. Means a lot to me. Oh, it's no big deal. I had fun doing the indulging, so ask again anytime. Give Roselia my
Sure,
regards.
I'll be sure to pass them on. I know we took this for her, but a part of me wants to keep it all to myself now.
Emma, something on your mind? Csak csorgatom a nyálamat rád,
Oh,
semmi
nothing.
amúgy.
I was just lost in thought for a second. And I'd like to extend the same invitation to you. If you need some indulging yourself, I'm here for you.
Anyway, as much as I'd really love to stay and keep talking, I think I should get going. I'll see you later, Reen. Take care. Thanks, you too, Emma. Gucci. Bye-bye. He know the drinks after inviting you to join him at a nearby bench. You finally a chance to catch my breath. How are you feeling, Phil? All good so far? Yep, all good. Me and Laura went head to head playing Capture the Flag earlier. Just to say things were heating up between us for a minute. But then we teamed up against Yuna and Sarah in volleyball and ended up in a draw. Kind of a lame end to a major showdown. Well, as long as you had fun, right? The day's still young, so there's plenty of time left to bring in the hype. How about a brief word before you get back into it though? I could use one, yeah. Plus, I've been wanting to try the bubble tea everyone's talking about. Same here. How about we enjoy Cinemia Smite párszor, igen? We soak in the sun and shoot the breeze. Sounds good, let's do it.
When I first joined Thorus, I never thought you and me would be like family. I'm still part of your family, right, Reen? It's nice knowing you've got my back. The breeze is so nice that I could chill here all day. Or is it 'cause I'm in such good company? Is that your way of saying you feel the same way? Oh, that's sweet of you. Be straight with me. Do I look good right now? I kinda picked the first bikini I saw, but I don't know if I got the curves for this one. Yeah? Well, if it's good enough for you, Reen. And you look good too, you know. You know, my cheeks are starting to turn red. Gee, wonder why I feel so warm when my drink's so cool. So you get it. Your face is even redder than mine. Guess we'll both need to cool off before we head back. So, how's it feel to be in your 20s? I've still got a couple years to go. Can't come soon enough. So, you like me the way I am right now? You sound like parents who want their kid to stay little forever. Too bad for you, though. I'm excited for adulthood. I wasn't sure how I'd feel about bubble tea, but it's pretty good. Nice and filling. If it wasn't so heavy, it'd make for good rations. Oh yeah, you know anything about that fad that has people taking selfies with bubble tea? Zeno dragged Leo into one. The pic they sent me had them all cozied up to each other. Think you'd be up for sending one like theirs right back to them? Reen, I can't take a good shot if you look that way. This is pretty tricky. Mind scooching in, Reen? This is pretty tricky. Mind scooching in, Reen? I can hear your heartbeat from here doing this. Do you hear mine? Wow, you really can? That's kinda embarrassing. But I feel so comfortable here at the same time. Comfortable enough that I wish we could be like this forever.
That selfie came out pretty good. Yeah, even if it wasn't the easiest one I've ever taken. Are you really going to send it to Zeno and Leo? Yeah, why wouldn't I? No reason, I was just curious. See them again.
I've been so busy with guild work that this was the perfect way for me to finally unwind. Chilling with you really makes it feel like I'm right back at Thor's.
I know the feeling. We both got a lot on our plates, but as long as we keep supporting each other, I know we'll make it through just fine. After all, you and I are family. No, more than family at this point. A lot more.
Yeah. As long as I've got you rooting me on, there's nothing I can't do.
Te nem család volt a több? Az mi?
Ja.
Azt mondod a Rinfinek, hogy te nem család vagy, te több. Az mi?
Nem tudom, hogy van felett. Isten. Vallási alapú dolgok.
Cool, I'm gonna head out then. Catch you later, Rin. Later, Fee. Good to see you. Mint egy házi állat lennék, hogy nem tudom. Ez a többhöz most. Szerintem kilépek. Elég volt nekem ez most. Majd folytatom mindent.
Haltál azért.